Argparse optional positional arguments. I have a script which is meant to be used like this. Usage column installer.py dir hv. Dir is a positional argument which is defined like this. I want the dir to be optional. When it's not specified, it should just be CWD. Unfortunately, when I don't specify the dir argument, I get error column too few arguments.
Use nargs equals question mark, or nargs equals if you need more than one dir. Extended example.
As an extension to Advinay's Argp answer, there are additional nargs worth mentioning. Parser.add_argument dir, nargs equals 1, default equals os.getcode. N, an integer. And arguments from the command line will be gathered together into a list. Parser.add_argument dir, nargs equals, default equals os.getcode. All command line arguments present are gathered into a list. Note that it generally doesn't make much sense to have more than one positional argument with nargs equals, but multiple optional arguments with nargs equals is possible. Parser.add_argument dir, nargs equals plus, default equals os.getcode. Plus? Just like comma, all command line args present are gathered into a list. Additionally, an error message will be generated if there wasn't at least one command line argument present. Parser.add_argument dir, nargs equals argparse.remainder, default equals os.getcode. Argparse.remainder. All the remaining command line arguments are gathered into a list. This is commonly useful for command line utilities that dispatch to other command line utilities. If the nargs keyword argument is not provided, the number of arguments consumed is determined by the action. Generally, this means a single command line argument will be consumed and a single item, not a list, will be produced. Edit, copied from a comment by @acumenus, nargs equals question mark, the docs say, question mark. One argument will be consumed from the command line if possible and produced as a single item. If no command line argument is present, the value from default will be produced.
Short answer. As already shown in the previous two answers, you can accept an optional positional argument with nargs equals question mark. You could also turn the argument directly into a path type and or shorten the CWD to dot if you wanted to. myfile.py. Longer answer. Since you also mentioned the flag style true/false options H and V in your question, these examples may be of use. Flags, for example V. We might refer to optional options that take no arguments as flags. With flags, we only care about whether they are given or not. H is a flag that Argparse adds automatically, along with the longer version help, so we shouldn't really override that. If we consider V then. myfile.py. Note that the second argument to add underscore argument is a longer name for the option. It is not mandatory, but it does make your subsequent code more readable. Parse underscore args.version versus parse underscore args.v. It makes calls to your installer more explicit. Optional arguments, for example installer/user/bin/. One could argue that, in your case, you would be better off with an optional argument rather than a positional one. myfile.py